Professor Rajiva Wijesinghe, the COPE committee report on the bond issue of the central bank has currently been halted, but certain contents of it has been published in today's media.
Perhaps I should highlight something that was mentioned in today's paper, which is in direct contrast to what seemed to have been said by the three-man committee appointed by the United National Party to look into this issue, which was that the governor had no direct involvement. It was very carefully put, as we know up to now, etc. But it's very clear that the government had a direct involvement. He has admitted it on television as well. And it primarily relates to his decision to move to a full auction system. But it's not a full auction system because they offered 1 billion and took 10 billion. So that was a distortion. And because of that distortion, the cost of the bonds, or many of them, was far below the real cost. So that whereas the early bids, and the bank usually takes only the better bids from its point of view, were willing to take 100 rupee bonds at 115, 119. The last few bids, including the bulk from perpetual treasuries, where son-in-law is involved, were at about 90 rupees. So there's a massive discount, which means they get a much higher interest rate.
So what will happen in the COPE committee report now?
I do hope very much that the material, Sunil Handran has said it would come to light from today's island. I think it's clear that some people have already feel their duties to make it public. I've been asked for the report myself, the draft. I thought I should not give it, but I do not think it would be correct of me to hide everything myself. And I hope very much that the new parliament, if we actually get people committed to good governance, will appoint the new COPE to look into this, not to spend more time, but to go through the written evidence, it's all there in transcript, and issue the draft report with adjustments if necessary as quickly as possible. Because we have to be saved from this appalling rise in interest rates that, the UNP may think it's necessary. Mr. Wijesinghe had apparently told the governor that the dealers were complaining. But when we checked, no one complained about dishonesty. But they obviously want high interest rates. That's natural in dealers. But as one deputy governor said, it is the business of the bank to discipline such dealers and make sure that the Sri Lankan people do not pay higher interest rates when you can get money at lower interest rates.